Calling to order the regular meeting of the Wheeling Plan Commission for Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. Please stand for the pledge. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Commissioner Riles?
Here.
Commissioner Smart is absent with previous notice. Commissioner Heiken?
Here.
Commissioner Sprague is here. Commissioner Carl?
Here.
Commissioner Meyer?
Here.
Chairman Johnson?
Here. Ms. Nyes, any changes to the agenda?
No changes.
And we had no citizen concerns and comments, and we have no consent items. So, first docket on our agenda is PSP MIN 25-0019, which I believe has been withdrawn by the petitioner.
That is correct.
So, moving on. We have docket PSP MIN 25-0020, request for a minor building appearance approval to paint the exterior facade of an existing building for the Greek Joynt at 1990 South Wolf Road. Ms. Nyes.
Thank you. So changing the exterior of a building requires minor building appearance approval. So this is a decision by the Plan Commission. As you can see in the photos, it's currently a red brick building, and it's going to be a Greek-themed restaurant. And we've worked with the petitioner. They've been very flexible, and they're going to do a whitewash on the brick, so you'll still see that it is a brick building. And then they will be painting it with blue trim. They are already in for building permits for the inside of the building, so that's already moving. And they already have permits in for their signage, and they already have their business license in. So they're wrapping up and getting ready to go. If you have a question about this trash enclosure, I'll just nip that in the bud, that when their building permit came in before this was proposed, staff had noted to them that the trash enclosure had to be replaced. So they can replace it with wood, they can replace it with whatever they want. It doesn't need to come back to the Plan Commission. So really there's no need for discussion on the trash enclosure because it's not proposed here. So with that, if petitioner wants to come up.
Hi, how are you? Hi. Jim Sellis, owner of the Greek Joynt. I am trying to open this place up. I've been working with Marcy, and if there's any questions that I need to address for you guys, I'm here. I've been in town for a long time, Prospect Heights, since 1991. Rocky Vander's still there. Union Ale House in Prospect Heights since 2013. I know the area well. I think we'll be a good fit on that side of Wheeling. We're the furthest point from any other. I don't think there's anything else. Everything's north of us. I think we'll be a good addition to the village of Wheeling. I don't know if you have any questions. I'm willing to address anything I can for you.
Well, we'll see. Start with Commissioner Riles this time.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for your business and service here in the community. Pretty well kept and organized establishment.
A lot of years.
And it shows. You've done, from my experience, done a really good job over the years. And I like the look of the Greek Joynt as well. I love the colors. I think it's a clean look, and I think it's inviting. So
Appreciate it.
I don't have any other questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, sir.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes, thank you. I'll echo everything he said. I do have a concern with the handicap parking area. You have one spot there. And
We have one spot. That's what was there from before. I don't know. I'm not changing any parking.
no, the pavement is a little rough for somebody pushing a walker or somebody
I'll
has
address it.
That's
Whatever
my
I
only,
need.
that's my only
Is it
concern.
the sidewalk you're worried about, or is it the
It was
asphalt?
More the asphalt.
Okay, I'm gonna seal coat, I'm gonna have it seal coated before we open at any rate. And if I don't seal coat it because of the weather, it'll be the first thing that gets done,
Okay.
in April or whenever they can seal coat.
It'd be in your best, just to look at it.
Believe me, I want it to look as beautiful
Yeah,
as possible.
I just think that it's not level for someone pushing it.
If you could let me know what side, I'll look, are you talking about the front, the west
By the-
side?
by the
east
front
side?
door.
By the front door?
Yeah.
I'll have it, I'll look at it and I'll have it addressed and I'll, I'll get whatever I can to fix it there.
Okay, and then the pickup window, is that going to be in use, or is it just
That
there?
is, we're gonna propose a drive-through, later. I just gotta get the store open.
Okay.
And then it's there, I found it there, and, we're gonna propose to do a drive-through. I guess we'll tackle that at that time.
That's all I have. Thank you
Thank you,
again
sir,
for
for
coming
your
to
time.
Wheeling
I
as well.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
How are you?
What kind of prep work is involved with the brick for doing the whitewash?
Well, I hired a painter, they're gonna, the whitewash is more so, I guess it's diluting the paint so that we can see the brick
Yeah.
to come through so it doesn't harm the brick that's there now.
I'm just concerned about adhesion to the brick without any kind of prep work.
Oh, the architect, I think I had submitted in an email to Marcy in the past, I think there was a process that they had told me they were gonna prime it, but with water-based.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've gone through this a couple times. I think I have an email, but I can forward you the email that I had with Marcy from the painter, exactly how the process is gonna be done. But it's gonna be diluted, so it won't be a solid white. You will see the natural brick underneath.
How about the cupola on the roof? Are you going to?
They're gonna fix that. They're gonna take out the wood that's damaged and
Okay,
fix it and then paint it.
great.
Yeah, so that'll be all addressed. I can't leave it like that. I don't know if it's leaking. I don't want it to leak, so
Yeah, right.
they're gonna sand it all down and replace whatever pieces are broken.
Okay, good. And then the last thing, the dumpster that's outside the enclosure, will that eventually?
That will be
in?
inside.
Okay.
When Waste Management went there, obviously didn't feel like getting out of the truck to open it, and I can't move it.
I think there's a bunch of junk in the enclosure.
The air
now.
conditioner's back there.
Oh, okay, okay.
So they had it there, he didn't come out, so that, I haven't had any garbage in there, but it will be inside the enclosure.
All right, great, thanks, that's all I have.
Commissioner Carl.
I have no questions.
Thank you, sir.
And Commissioner Meyer.
My questions have been asked and answered. Thank you very much.
I appreciate your time.
I'm really excited about this new restaurant.
It'll be a good store.
Just curious, if you don't mind, what's your targeted opening?
It would have been September. I was shooting for September, but as soon as we can get through the permit process, it was my first time going through this extensive of a project. And I didn't think all the permitting, I thought we were gonna get everything done sooner, but we had some snags all on our end. I think we have everything in now. I presume we have everything and we're just waiting for some comments. I have already purchased everything. The electricians are paid, the hood system's paid, the painters are paid, all the equipment is already, if we get permits, technically on my end, other than getting final inspections and stuff, I can have the place in 3 weeks open. I have everything since July 10th.
I'm really excited to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Let's see, I had a question about the drive-through, you answered that. And just be sure you have the best quality paint going on, because we don't want to see it peeling.
I don't want it to see peeling. Believe me, it's gonna look nice, I promise you. And if I don't, then you bring me back here and say you lied to me.
Marcy, conditions on this?
Just one condition, the wheeling sign permit shall be required in order to permit any exterior signage to be installed or modified except for signage pursuant to Chapter 21.6 of the Wheeling Sign Code.
Thank you. Any other questions? To my left.
Just one other thing, and that's at the point in time where he enables the drive-up component, does he have to come back for a special use?
No, actually, you'll see some legislation come through at the next Plan Commission meeting. The public notice went out. We're proposing some changes to the special use procedures, and one of them will be that we will be able to transfer a special use without having to have a public hearing, and that it specifically is for this kind of situation. So there's no reason, a drive-through was already approved for Marco's Pizza, so he will not have to go through a 3-month process to get his drive-through open. After it goes to the board in October, then he will just have to change his business license. But he
Okay.
can't use the drive-through until then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Have a
Any other
great night.
questions at that end?
Nope.
Then I would like to hear a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer and Heiken. Commissioner Meyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken,
Yes.
Commissioner Riles,
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes, Commissioner Carl,
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, so this part of your project, the painting of the exterior is approved, it's done, you don't need any other permits to do it. I'll send you a letter tomorrow morning. That part you can go ahead and paint whenever you want.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. Appreciate it.
And hopefully you'll hear about the permit tomorrow. And we'll hear about that stuff,
Comments
hopefully.
on the permits inside, because these guys are, they're
Yeah,
going nuts. They're telling me I want to start other jobs, and I don't want to prolong it.
yeah, I talked to the permitting counter today about it, so,
Wonderful, thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. And good luck with everything. Okay. Next up is PSU 25-0017, request for special use approval to permit a recreation and instruction facility for America's Gym, 290 Palatine Road. Mr. Secretary.
America's Gym, leasee, is seeking special use approval pursuant to Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19.10, use regulations and associated sections in order to permit a recreation and instruction facility located at 290 Palatine Road, which is zoned I-2 Limited Industrial and I-3 General Industrial. A special use as defined in the zoning code is a use of parcel of land that requires review and consideration before approval due to the potential for negative impacts on surrounding properties. In order to be considered for a special use, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed use will not damage the enjoyment or use of the surrounding properties. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that the request meets the standards for a special use as established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you. Ms. Nice.
Okay, so America's Gym currently has a special use for a recreation and instruction facility at 284 West Palatine, so where my cursor is. This is the whole property, and this is the building outline. So down here in the southern part of the building, and because they're doing so well, they need to expand. None of these adjacent units were available, so they are expanding up in this larger area in the corner up here. It'll provide additional facilities that they don't have down here in the 284 location. So they'll both continue to function, and the petitioner can come and talk about that. Staff just had proposed 3 conditions. I'll just read them really quick. 1, a building permit from the Community Development Department shall be obtained prior to any interior changes to the facility as depicted on the floor plan prepared by Hague Architecture dated 7/8/2025. Number 2, America's Gym shall obtain a new business license from the Community Development Department prior to commencing operations at the subject location. And number 3, all activities shall be conducted entirely within the interior of the subject location and principal building. And here's the floor plan.
Hi there, I'm Brian, the owner of America's.
I need to swear you in because this is a public hearing. So raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth.
Yes,
And then state your full name and business address for the record.
Brian Kerbin, the address of the facility.
That's fine.
It's 284 West Palatine Road, Wheeling.
Thank you. Now, go ahead.
So we've been in business for coming up on 3 years now. We're kind of at a point where we can only grow so much with the space that we have, and we want to offer some more amenities. Our current space, 284, as you see on there, we want to turn into more like group training, and continue like our current, the way we're functioning now up in that new space with some more amenities, showers, turf area, more recovery kind of things like that. The space will allow just more space. It's too crammed in there. And yeah, that's really the main reason. You guys
Okay.
have any questions?
We'll find out. Commissioner Meyer.
So thank you very much. I'm happy to see you expanding here in Wheeling. Glad to hear about the additional training space and some of the upgraded amenities. Are there other interior alterations that you're making to this space?
So we have, as you can see, we're working with architect John Haig, and he just finished up the mechanicals as well. So yeah, we're gonna be submitting the plans, which they already submitted, and then they came back and we had to make some changes, things like that. So yeah, we're gonna go through the whole thing of what's required. And our current space, we're gonna pretty much leave as is. We're not gonna really do anything in there, so.
And then do you know what the capacity might be of this new location?
So right now, we get anywhere from, like, our peak hours, I would say, like our typical evening, 5 to 7 p.m. Same with, I would say 30 to 40 people in the evening in there. So with the new space, we want to increase it. Obviously, we need to increase it to like probably 50, 60. The biggest concern for us was the parking. So because you have gymnastics, you have martial arts and all that. As of now, we've been doing it for 3 years. There hasn't been any issues. It's been working out fine. So that was the main thing that we were looking at, was the parking. Was as far as around the neighborhood and stuff, there hasn't been any problems.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Commissioner Carl.
I think I fully understand what you're doing. You're just moving your equipment from B over to E, and then you're going to use B as what now? Like
So
training?
More group training, classes, more one-on-one. Right now, we have one-on-one, but it gets to be a little too, it's too tight in there. The equipment's too tight, too many people. There's just not enough space to like stretch, things like that. So 284, our current space is gonna be more group, and I don't know if you guys have heard of high rocks training, things like that, more functional. I'm a retired fireman now. When I opened the gym, I was still a full-time fireman in Northbrook. So we have a lot of police, fire, healthcare workers that come to the gym. So we want to get in more, diversify our business. So that's what we want to bring into 284, so our current space. So it's a little more secluded and not so overwhelmed. So.
All I got.
Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
Good evening.
The only question I had is, as a customer, how do I know which space to go to when I'm going to use it?
So when we were looking at the space, I was first saying, no, I don't want it, I don't want it. I was trying to get the gymnastics out. And because I really wanted that visibility from Palatine Road. But the more we were in talks and the more I was thinking about it, it actually is a very nice space for us, so we're gonna have to market that. It's just gonna come down to marketing. We've talked about with the landlord having a sign which you haven't seen that yet, Marcy, come through, but a sign out on the front of the building that'll be good for all the tenants. Because right now, there's no signage for like DTK, Dimitri, even the chicken, White Tiger, he has a little sign out there, but if we can get a nice sign out in the front for all the businesses, it'll help everyone in there. So that's, I think, one of the things that for sure we would like to do, which we haven't submitted any of that yet.
So I sign up to be a customer for you, and is it mainly going to be the new space?
Yes.
Unless it's going to be like individual, one-on-one or
Correct.
or group?
And we'll still have one-on-one in the new space.
Yeah.
But the main address, I would say, is going to be the new space,
Yeah.
the 290.
Okay. All right.
There will be some confusion because it's hidden. It's definitely hidden.
Yeah, and everyone's used to going to 284.
Right, and you see our current sign out there. So we're going to have to just market that.
Yeah.
There's no way, it's just the way the lay is, the way it's hidden back there. Like, people don't even know, everyone knows I want to expand. No one knows where it's going to be.
Yeah.
They think it's going to be the martial arts or the gymnastics, because that's what we talked about with Master Lee and the gymnastics for the past 2-3 years. But then this space became available, and we were kind of locked. That's why they're not right next to each other. So it's nicer. It's a taller ceiling. That section up there is 4 or 5 feet taller ceiling, so it's going to feel more open.
Good.
Better airflow, everything. So
All right, that's all I have. Thanks.
All right. Commissioner Hyken?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't have any questions that weren't already asked. I wish you luck, and I think I agree with you with the signage. It's important for people to know that you're further back. You don't see it going down Palatine Road. You don't see it going down Wheeling Road.
right, I agree. That is the biggest negative of this space.
Yep, I wish you luck.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Riles?
Thank you. I don't have any questions, and I appreciate what you are contributing, and good luck on the expansion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I had a couple. So is this new space going to be like your central headquarters?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be, that will be the main gym. And then the other one will be more, like I said, more private, one-on-one, which we will have one-on-one in the new space as well. But yes, it will be the main gym.
What was in that space before?
That was Lauren's Restoration. I think they were in there for maybe 5 years or so. They were there before us, but things fell apart there, unfortunately, and it became available, so.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else. Congrats on your continued growth. And Marcy, you got conditions on this one?
Yes, I already read them.
That's right, you did. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, motion, please.
So moved.
Second. It's Meyer and Sprague. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Hyken.
Yes.
Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, so, lost track of you. Yeah, you're going to come back on Monday, the 15th,
Yes.
to the village board, and then they'll make the final decision. I'll send you a letter tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And, yeah, your permit's still in the
Yeah,
works?
I know
still?
the mechanicals were done. Just got an email, actually. We've been back and forth with our architect, so I think those were submitted or something, so
Okay, and your business license in, so hopefully you get it all wrapped up soon.
perfect. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have
luck.
a good evening.
We need a motion to close the public hearing for PSU 25-0017.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Heiken. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. All right. Next up, we have a pair of special use public hearings for the same petitioner. We're going to open both of them for presentation and discussion, but we'll need to then vote on each separately. So first up is PSU 25-0013, a request for special use to permit the operation of a tavern for AlaCarte entertainment at 371 to 373 West Dundee, within the village, or within the Wheeling Town Center. And the second is PSU 25-0016, request for a special use to permit the operation of a banquet facility, also for AlaCarte entertainment at the same address. Mr. Secretary?
AlaCarte Entertainment, contract property owner, is seeking special use approval pursuant to Title 19 zoning of the Wheeling Municipal Code, Chapter 19.10, use regulations and associated sections in order to permit the operation under separate dockets, a tavern and a banquet facility for the property located at 373 West Dundee Road, currently addressed as 371 through 373 West Dundee Road, which is zoned MXT transit-oriented mixed use. A special use as defined in the zoning code is a use of parcel of land that requires review and consideration before approval due to the potential for negative impacts on the surrounding properties. In order to be considered for a special use, the petitioner is required to demonstrate through testimony to the Plan Commission at a public hearing that the request meets the standards of the village code, including but not limited to how the proposed use will not damage the enjoyment or use of the surrounding properties. Prior to the public hearing, the petitioner provides written statements meant to show that the request meets standards for the special use as established in Title 19. The commission chairperson will typically direct that these statements be entered into the record without a full reading of them at the hearing. Based upon the testimony and supporting materials submitted, the Plan Commission will make findings in support of or against the petitioner's testimony and report those findings to the village board.
Thank you. Ms. Nice.
All righty, so we have AlaCarte Entertainment, the same owners of Moretti's. Here it is on a site plan. You have here is Moretti's, and right behind it where Mia's Cantina and Arctic Spoon used to be. They are in the process of purchasing that building for a new tavern and banquet facility. Not sure if the name is the same as in the report, but that's to be determined. It is for now? Okay, it is for now. Okay, so we have to vote, discuss and vote on one, the tavern, which on the floor plan, you'll see the tavern is mainly in the central area. And then two, the special uses for the banquet facility, as you'll see, which, is pretty much the whole entity. And then the third item is the building appearance review, which is the elevation. So I think we can talk about them all, if you go down the line, I think we just talk about everything at once. I have the different elevations. The changes to the elevations are primarily they are taking the one of the windows on the east elevation and the three windows on the west elevation, taking out the knee wall and bringing them down, making them garage door windows. That's accurate. And then on the north side, they're adding a door, and on the south side, they're adding two windows. But pretty much that and some signage that will come through separately. Let's see, do I have anything else here? Oh, and here's a rendering. If you're standing at the southwest corner looking northeast, from south to west.
Yes, northeast.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yep. That's a photo, and then I have the other parts of their submittal up here. So if you want to, whoever wants to come on up, get sworn in. Maybe both of you
Long
get
time no
sworn
see.
in.
How's everybody doing?
Hi.
I'm Mark Hoffman, and I'm the owner of Moretti's. And
Swear you in.
yes,
Do you swear the testimony you're giving tonight to be the truth?
I do.
All right.
So I am Mark Hoffman, the owner of the Moretti's, and now the owner of the old Mia's building. We're elated at the privilege of doing business in Wheeling and the success that we've had at Moretti's. And I had an opportunity to acquire the building next door, which makes a lot of sense for us. You know, there's a synergy I'm trying to build in the Wheeling Town Center, and who better to do it than myself? But we're really excited about adding an additional reason to come to the Wheeling Town Center. And one of the reasons that we were interested in the building was that I can't tell you how many private party inquiries we've had. And private parties are a big part of our revenue stream. And at most Moretti's locations, we have private party rooms within the facility. Now, this existing Moretti's location is like one big dining room, so I really can't do private events there. And when I started thinking about it, I was originally thinking, okay, let's do Moretti's Unique Events and just make it a private event space. But you're not always open and you don't always have parties booked. And it's such a beautiful space that I didn't want it to sit empty, you know, in between events. And we have a very similar situation in Schaumburg, where I have a Moretti's on Algonquin Road and a Finn McCool's right next to it, and it works really well. Because it's, you know, the Finn McCool's will be an Irish pub. It will have sports, but it's going to be a little more elevated than our original Finn McCool's. As we open new locations, we, you know, and the times change, you know, we will have a kind of gastropub menu that will be a little more chef-driven, and it will have some really cool items on it. And everything on the menu will be different from Moretti's. You know, the fries we use, the burgers, you know, I don't want to duplicate and copycat, you know, things that work at Moretti's, because I want it to be a new and additional reason to come out, you know, a new choice. And it will also complement Moretti's, obviously, because you will book private events at Finn's, and you will also book them out of Moretti's, and they will be at the Moretti's Unique Events / Finn McCool's. You know, we've laid out the design so that we can compartmentalize multiple parties at a single time, and when you're busy with the restaurant, be able to use it for multiple ways. It's really a unique scenario, and I'm really excited about how it's going to work functionally. But, you know, because the bar area faces the courtyard, it'll be a totally different look. And we started looking at it and, you know, just thinking about the courtyard in the summer, which now will kind of have all the courtyard. You know, we decided to spend some money on the outside and open it up. So in the summertime, you know, you can open those doors and just kind of flow right into it. I mean, it's really going to be a unique, one-of-a-kind space. And it's going to complement everything that we're doing with Moretti's. And I really think I'm trying to build some synergy in the Wheeling Town Center. And, you know, and it helps all the businesses around. It's going to help, you know, the movie theater. And, you know, when I eventually buy every building in the Wheeling Town Center, we're really going to have something going there. But we're excited. can't tell you how much we appreciate the support and the help that you've all given us to get to where we're at. And I can't tell you, it's such a privilege to do business in this town. And it takes a village. And boy, let me tell you, you guys have really helped us out and been a partner in the things that make business work. And we just want to continue our relationship, and I can't think anywhere else that I'd want to invest my money.
Well, thank you. Before we get started with our group, why don't you read the conditions? So
Okay.
they're all out there. And we
Okay,
can
yeah, so
discuss.
they're different for the different,
Some overlap.
some overlap. Okay, so for the tavern, there's two. Number one is special use approval is contingent upon approval of docket number PSU 25-0016 for operation of an assembly hall, which is a banquet facility. And then number two, a Wheeling business license application must be submitted to the Community Development Department prior to any village board action of the special use. And then for the assembly hall banquet facility, there are four. So number one, the special use approval is contingent upon approval of docket number PSU 25-0013 for the operation of a tavern. Number two, all assembly and banquet events shall occur entirely within the interior of the subject building to limit the impacts on the adjacent uses. Number three, all entities providing service, including but not limited to food, alcohol, or entertainment, shall have all associated Village of Wheeling business license, liquor license, and any other applicable licensing prior to such services provided. Number four, all overhead doors shall be fully closed by 10 p.m. daily. The petitioner may request relief of this time limit on an individual event basis upon the filing of a special event permit with the Community Development Department. And number five, a Wheeling business license application must be submitted to the Community Development Department prior to any village board action of the special use. And where's this last one? And then for minor building appearance approval, this condition overlaps is that number one, all overhead doors shall be fully closed by 10 p.m. daily. The petitioner may request relief of this time limit on an individual event basis upon the filing of a special event permit with the Community Development Department. Number two, a Wheeling sign permit shall be required prior to the installation of any exterior signage at the subject property, subject to the requirements of Title 21 signs. And number three, any exterior modifications, including but not limited to painting, not contained in this petition, shall require Plan Commission review before any such modifications can occur.
Thank you. Okay, you got it all before you now. We're going to cover all three of these dockets at once and vote on them separately. So let's start down with Commissioner Riles.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening.
Good
Mr.
evening.
Hoffman, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Commissioner?
Excellent. Thank you so very much, and thank you for explaining and breaking everything down as far as what your plans are here in Wheeling. And if I can just say, it's a warm welcome, and I appreciate your business and what you bring to the village here. It's definitely a positive impact, and I just look forward to more growth within this community. So thank you for that. I'm just curious as far as the Finn McCool's is concerned. On average, how many parties or banquets do you plan on averaging? Because you're going to be open weekly, correct?
We're going to be open every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on average, from your experience, how many parties or banquets would you expect to hold over here?
I am hoping that it's every day. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think that we'd have we're going to market to a lot of different, customer bases, I mean, whether it's a shower or a memorial service or a wedding, I mean, hopefully we get all of them, bar mitzvahs, I can't even tell you how many private event calls we got. It was killing me to have to turn them away. Was able to send a few over to the Moretti's in Morton Grove, but I didn't, it's the more I didn't realize that, I think, our brand is synonymous with private events, and people know we do it well, and they're used to having private rooms available at our Moretti's, and it was one of the things that we were lacking. So I'm really hoping that there's parties every day.
Okay, and the reason I ask is because, in an ideal world, of course, you would like to have it every single day, which means it's going to be a diverse group of individuals or in groups coming to host whatever, their respective event will be at your facility.
Correct.
Partnered with Moretti's and the clientele that you have there, do you ever, or have you ever experienced any type of, clash in what we call an audience from, one group to the next? And it's just a question that comes to mind.
You know what? It will affect Moretti's a little bit, at least initially. But Femicools in general, albeit, I mean, you will be able to bring your kids in there, but it'll be a little more of an adult facility. Price point will be the same. It's not going to be any cheaper. It'll be in that same vein. But I think it'll be more of a... where you can come in with a group of adults and enjoy all the things that you can at Moretti's, but the cocktails might be a little more gastropub-esque. The food's going to be great. We'll have a smaller menu of chef-driven items, but, we will obviously have, corned beef, but there'll be a lot of experimentation with the menu. A lot of, home-cooked, feel-good kind of stuff that I haven't completely finished concocting yet, but I promise you that there'll be items that you can only get there. I want those craveable items that don't exist anywhere else, that are unique to the space. And you'll also be able to order a pizza, because I know this great place that's really close. And so it'll have some flexibility, as far as that goes.
Okay.
But it's going to be a lot of fun.
And thank you so much. The other question I have is pertaining to the garage doors. I understand they're going to be closing at 10 p.m. each night, depending on the weather and the season. But my question regarding that, in the summer months, when these doors are raised, how do you counter or combat bugs or, whether it's mosquitoes or bees or flies?
I'll tell you what, you do that with a couple different things. One is keeping the airflow moving. And normally what we do in those situations is there'll be fans that we will turn on inside the building, blowing the air out. The mosquitoes, they can't fight the wind. Whenever you see a windy night, and in all my outdoor gardens, I have fans that I turn on when, if you keep the air moving, they can't bite you. we'll also have, you know, traps that you won't see that, you know, Laura, maybe we have the lights. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that we'll use. I mean, when you're outside in the garden, you're outside in the garden. So if the doors are open and you're inside, it's like being outside in the garden, you know? Yeah, they do.
Right.
I hope, I don't really foresee it being a problem. I mean, it hasn't really been a real problem. You know, you do have a lot of, not beautiful landscaping, but it's not like you're like right next to, you know, the forest preserve. Well, you know, it's been okay.
No, it's just a question that's come up.
Yeah,
But
sure.
overall, I think, you know, from the rendering here, it looks very modern, of course, and very clean and appealing. So,
Yeah.
so thank you, and I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to add that the kitchen for both Moretti's and Finn McCool's is completely sealed off. That's a requirement from our health division in order to have those open windows or the open door. And all food has to be prepared in the sealed kitchen. So they can't be like doing stuff outside of the area where like animals could be coming in or birds could be flying around. So.
Thank you.
Commissioner Hyken.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Commissioner. First of all, you're talking about unique menu. Are you gonna do anything more unique than macaroni and cheese pizza? Because that's by far.
Well, we will have Finn McCool's will have its own version of the macaroni and cheese pizza. You know, we've been playing around with fresh made corned beef egg rolls, which are spectacular. They're a lot of labor to do them, but they are really, really good. And, you know, there'll be signature items there that you may not have. My goal is to not have any duplication of the experience with Moretti's. Other than the fact that if you're at Finn McCool's and you want to order a pizza, I can't deny you that. And, you know, a lot of the food that for the banquets will be a crossover too. You know, we will have a banquet menu for the Finn McCool's products, and we'll also offer our catering menu from Finn McCool's, or from Moretti's.
So on a more serious side, are there any plans in the future of connecting the two buildings?
I had talked to Ross Clicker before we ever bought the initial building, and we had thoughts or plans of buying the other building, and he said that it wasn't going to be a problem if we decided to, and yes, absolutely is going to be a consideration.
Okay, and then pickup service, will you have that as well, like you have at Moretti's?
You know what I'm probably going to do, if it's a thing, is just run it right over to our existing pickup area.
Okay.
So that, you know, there's no sense in having two pickup areas when I can just, you know, walk, you know, 20 feet and bring it there.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank
Yeah.
you. And Wheeling is very lucky to have you in Wheeling. as
Well, I feel the same way
Perfect.
about you.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Commissioner Sprague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just was curious how you plan on separating a banquet area versus the tavern.
So we have several entrances. So the entrance that if you pop up the one, so the entrance that is closer to Moretti's, right there. Now the double door. You'll be able to walk in there, and we'll have a wall, you know, a movable wall and/or curtains in specific areas where you might be able to walk in, and then you have that whole banquet room to yourself with your own separate washrooms. That's one that you can completely seal off. You can also, you see, I cut the bar. You can see where I cut the bar kind of in half, not in half, but I left the opening there. There's gonna be a wall and or curtain that can shut. So you can actually take that little bit of the bar for your room, for your party, and that whole space separate. Then, on the other side, the other double door entrance, that can go into a space, and there's gonna be another wall or curtain. There's a column that's right at the bottom of your, keep going up. You're doing a great job, Marcy, by the way. There's a column that is, okay, go right, you can see that little dot? Right there. And there's going to be, we're gonna put a header in there, and we're gonna start out with a curtain, and if it takes off and they want something a little more tangible, then we'll do one of the sliding, air walls. And then same thing. On the other side, you've also got another entrance, and you have a bar in there that will allow you to not, to enter through multiple areas if there were multiple parties going on at the same time.
Very good. I'm excited about this and wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And, I feel the love. Well, we won't let you down, I promise you that.
Good.
Commissioner Carl.
So my only question was, you guys are the same entity, but you'll operate these as two completely individual businesses, right? Like, as far as the pub will be one, Moretti's will be other. Like, there's no, like, I'm just trying to make sure, like, if, let's say there's patrons in one of them, they've got drinks, and then they can't leave and wander off to the other location. Let's say they're at Fimicools drinking, and then they want to wander over to Moretti's with their drinks. Like, I'm saying, does it get treated like a normal establishment where you can't leave with?
Well, they have a liquor license
Yep.
for the courtyard.
Oh, for the courtyard. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay,
they
okay.
could
Okay, I didn't realize that.
legally
Okay,
walk from one to the other. In fact, in the
Okay.
summer, with those doors open, you'll be able to walk outside.
Oh, so you
with
can
your
walk- oh, that's great.
cocktail,
Okay.
And
That's even
yeah,
better.
Yeah, right.
yeah. Okay, and then, as far as this layout goes, so basically, as I'm understanding it, like, this could be one massive Finn McCool's Tavern one day, and then you could come in on Saturday, and there's
Right.
4 parties going on, and still a great
Right.
space for
and,
people.
And it could be a whole buyout.
Right.
Please.
Okay,
A buyout every day. That'd be great.
all right, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Commissioner Meyer.
I just had a couple questions.
Sure.
Thank you so much for walking us through the floor plan. That was very insightful, really, really helpful. I am just curious, in the summertime, when that courtyard facility is open. We talked about some of the restrictions relative to the apartment residents
Yes.
in terms of hours, that sort of thing. But what is that experience going to be like, right? So you open up the garage doors, there's some tables outside,
Same exact thing as Moretti's is when we have the windows open
Okay.
and people are outside.
Okay,
It's no different, we have music that's, on speakers that's pointed away from the building and that,
Okay.
and the same thing as when you have the bands outside for, Thursday nights.
Okay.
It's all exactly the same.
okay.
They will have their own outdoor tables, and Moretti's will have theirs, and at least I know that my neighbors will be good and on both ends.
Fair enough. And then just from a capacity standpoint,
Yes.
is it somewhere in the 270, 280
Yeah.
realm?
Yeah.
Did I understand that correctly? I have no other questions other than really excited about your very aspirational plans in the town
Yes.
center. And again, thank you for your investment in Wheeling.
Oh, thank you. I like I said, I've really enjoyed the privilege of working with you guys, and it's been awesome, and we have only just begun to invest in Wheeling. I promise you that.
Most of my questions were covered. I do have concerns with taking out the knee walls and taking the doors all the way to ground level.
Okay.
There's, rodents can find their way in. I've had them chew through the rubber gasket on my garage door and come in. What, what can you do to that? Because Moretti still has the knee walls, right?
We do,
Yeah.
yes.
And in the wintertime, you got snow building up against there and, you know, heat transfer and you're gonna get water coming in.
Well, fortunately, everything is pitched away from the building.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about any water getting in there. There will be a track that, you know, it fits into,
Okay.
that
So
should help
Good
your.
seal.
Yeah, it will, mandatory. Yes, you need it, so.
So it's not just a typical garage door kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, have you ever been to a place that has the garage doors that open from floor to ceiling? I mean,
Not that I can recall.
it's, we use an excellent extermination company that, you know, we're really proactive on making sure that, you know, bugs and rodents and cleanliness, you know, it's a constant thing that you have to be self-aware of all the time, and you have to stay on top of it. And we do that. You know, it's not something that you just don't think about.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate what you're saying. And in all our places, you know, cleanliness, maintaining, you know, when you're busy and the music's on and people are in there, rodents don't want to go anywhere near you. I assure you, we'll be scaring them out of there, if anything. But yes, it's a good question, and like I said, it's
As long as
constant.
it fits into a track like
It's
you
a
said.
constant vigilance.
Okay. Good enough. So let's see, we already covered all the conditions. Any other questions to my left?
Nope.
Do you have a projected opening date?
So, you know, from the interior design standpoint, a lot of times we design as we go as far as the look. I'm hoping in a perfect world, and it wouldn't be because of the lack of you guys doing everything you can. Sometime November 1st would be great. You know, it's not as big of a renovation required, but when you walk in there, you won't recognize the place. You know, and that was one of the reasons that we wanted to put the windows in, and we wanted to put the you know, the doors that open up to give it some exposure. It was really a weirdly laid out space. It was just not a comfortable, efficient space where, you know, things flowed. And I'll tell you, that's one of my father's great superpowers is looking at spaces and turning them into the most efficient and nicest atmosphere.
One other question from me. Mark, in an ideal world, as you say, you want this place booked every day, 365 days out of the year, right?
Yeah.
From a customer's perspective, a consumer's perspective, coming out, whether I'm having a big bash or, I'm having, dinner with, my family or bringing the guys out or whatever, with capacity, both for fans and Moretti's, the number one thing that people are always, interested in and concerned about are these things. How's your Wi-Fi system set up to accommodate, I'm having a big party, but there are 3 other parties going on as well at the same time?
Let's just say that I use triple what you would normally get in a restaurant, you know, whether it's the little boxes that send out the deals. I mean, you know, I put in everything I do, I try to do and oversize it. Even our HVAC. Because if I can run the HVAC less because it's oversized, I get 3 times the life expectancy out of it. You know, if I need, you know, 5 tons of HVAC, I'll put in 10, and it'll have a, you know, a 2-stage scenario where it can run bigger or it can run smaller. And I try and do that pretty much with everything, even lighting. You know, you ever walk into a place and they've only got like 3 lights and they're on full blast and they're blasting you in the face. And I'd rather have, you know, 15 lights that are set, you know, at a nice soft atmosphere, but it gives you that nice even spread. You know, it's, you know, there's nothing worse than, you know, I mean, in fact, when we build our bars, we have the USBs and the USB-Cs right underneath. You can plug in for your phone, you can put your computer in there, you can plug in anything you want. And, you know, that's part of technology today. If you don't have the ability to charge something and to get on the internet, you're living in 1987.
And the reason I ask is because actually the Starbucks down on the Magnificent Mile, they don't have any of those charging facilities. And I understand the concept behind it.
Right.
They don't want people camping out there all day, sipping on 1 cup of coffee. So I get it.
Right.
But there are some, you know, restaurants or places you go to dine and you can't get a signal or whatever the case may be. So it's a part of our lives today, and it's very important as far as pleasure and business is concerned.
Sure.
So that's the reason I posed the question.
I don't want them to have to leave because their wife can't get a hold of them. I don't want them to have to leave because they can't look at their sports book. I don't want them to leave because, you know, I can't get a call.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anything else? All right, then we have to vote on each of the special uses first. So I need a motion on PSU 25-0013 for the operation of a tavern.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Heiken. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. And a motion on PSU 25-0016 for the banquet facility.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Riles. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. Now we're going to have a motion to close the public hearings on both PSU 25-0013 and PSU 25-0016 before we move on to the building appearance one.
So
So
moved.
Second.
Sprague, Meyer. Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes. All right. Last one is a motion to approve PSP MIN 25-0016.
So moved.
Second.
I heard a second down there.
Downer. Meyer,
Oh, Riles.
Riles. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Chairman Johnson.
Yes.
Okay. So the minor site plan is, or minor building appearance, that's done, it's here, approved. And then the 2 special uses will go to the village board Monday, the 15th, so this coming Monday.
Yeah, I'll be here
Okay, 6:30,
with bells on.
be here. And I'll send you a letter tomorrow morning to
Awesome.
remind.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. You know, I
Thanks.
appreciate that too, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thanks, have a good evening. Nice to see you.
Commissioner?
Good luck to you.
Good luck. See you guys.
Nice to see you.
Marcy. Nice to see you.
All right.
Boy,
yeah,
we'll
good
be
luck.
doing this a lot through,
Hopefully.
several years.
Sounds great.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, approval of minutes of the regular meeting of August 13th, 2025, including the findings of fact on docket number PSU 25-0006 and docket PV 25-0002.
So moved.
Second.
Meyer, Carl. Commissioner Meyer.
Yes.
Commissioner Carl.
Yes.
Commissioner Riles.
Yes.
Commissioner Heiken.
Yes.
Commissioner Sprague is a yes. Chairman Johnson.
Yes. Other business, Ms. Nyes, what you got?
Nothing. We have another meeting in 2 weeks.
Good job.
I think there's two
We have a
public hearings.
Yep, we have
Yeah.
2 public hearings, so
text amendment and
a variation.
variation, yeah. Let's see, we have ribbon cutting coming up Monday for Taste of Nature at 1111 South Wheeling. I think you all got notified on that. Anyone else have anything for other business? Nope. Okay, then how about a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Sprague, Meyer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.